Yo, what's up guys? I'm back with the new game. This is Blue Protocol Star Resonance. It's a new MMO, sort of new MMO that I've been playing recently. I really like it. As you can see, I'm max level currently. Since the game just started, there's only like a certain amount of content and then they're gonna release more over time. I'm not sure what exactly is planned, but I've been just playing along and trying to figure out things, and I'm gonna go over some of the mistakes I made so that you don't make them, and the things I like and dislike about the game, show you guys what the gameplay looks like and all that. Alright, so we're in game currently. This world boss spawns every hour on the hour, and there are others that spawn every hour on the half hour, and you can just like rotate between them. One of the main things I want to say about that though that I don't like, you only get 2 keys at 5 a.m. every day, and this is the only way you can get boss loot, world boss loot at least, as well as elite monster loot. I don't like this system at all. I understand why they're using it, but I just personally don't like it. Just means that you do this less throughout the day though. Your main thing that you'll be doing are events. There's all kinds of things here. And dungeons to try to get legendary gear. Those would be the Master's Trial. There's also a trial path thing. And Stymon Vaults, which are like dungeons. This is a team-based dungeon that you run through, kill a group of mobs, and then the elite sometimes. So there's gathering, there's crafting, decent combat, which I'll show here. Sorry about the lag, my computer's a little iffy. I'm gonna go for this elite here. Oh. Gotta watch for the mobs, because they like to group you when you fight elites. Bosses not so much, because the bosses have their own area. So this is what I was talking about. And you have a chance to get the mob, or you get these fragments every time, and once you have 50 you can just buy the mob or craft it. But yeah, that's the general combat. I'm max leveled, and I'm also using auto combat personally, just easier for me. Not that it's better. I still manually play during combat. I just let the buttons play themselves because it's easier for me to be able to do other things while I play. And plus it'll auto walk you to the nearest monster, so you can farm easier and faster. This game has a number of things for you to do other than just monster hunting. Like I said, there's dungeons and trials. There's also life skilling, which you get 400 focus points daily at 5, just like the keys. This one I understand a bit more, but at the same time it's, you know, it makes the game something you just log into once a day and do all the things for a bit and then get off. That's really what it becomes once you're max level, or at least that's how it feels to me. I'm sure they're gonna add more content coming soon that changes that, but currently that's what it's been like. So every season's gonna have like a season hub thing, and you get tons of rewards doing this and currencies. You just want to go through and claim everything when you can. You also have this emblem system which helps you with the season. This is the current season's thing. See? You can stop and read that if you want, or come in here and read the whole thing. There's also some fishing, so you can do this if you like, and that doesn't cost any kind of resource to continue to gather. Player power is very interesting. You go off ability score, which is determined through all of these factors, and you can come here to check them all and see what you need for each power up increase. And then if you click on go, it takes you straight to the thing that it's about. So I'm not going to go into my build too much. I'll just show you guys kind of what I'm doing. Kind of going for a crit and haste build since I'm a falconry spec marksman. Here's my talent tree. You have to max the first tree to get to the second, and then you can kind of be a little more deliberate with your pathing. I decided to go more for the ranged focus, but I might just get rid of some of these nodes. Some of these, like these proc ones, I didn't really care for. They're not procking often enough. You also have a skill system, which you have more skills to choose from currently than you can actually use. So you have to like pick and choose what you're going to level. Something I want to recommend is to figure out exactly what you want to use from this first before you start leveling or upgrading. Upgrading or advancing any of these, simply because they cost a lot of these book points and you don't gain too many too often currently. You can buy some daily and weekly from different vendors, but just save and level up what you absolutely are going to use the most. As for these battle imagines, these are skills that you gain from like elites, bosses, and even gacha rolls. I don't use the gacha roll ones, obviously. I'm trying to play this free to play. So personally, I was gonna get the Muku Warrior for the crit bonus and crit damage, as well as the Muku Chief for the same bonus, just a longer one. Pretty sure they stack, so that'll just be a passive effect I always have, basically, as well as the passive crit damage they give. And it looks like I get a trigger, which is cool, and that crits, which will proc my Falcon. So you have to fight those twice a day to try to get the amount of fragments or the actual battle emblem soul, whatever thing you want to call it. Gearing is interesting. You're gonna end up getting level 60 gear and you won't be able to wear it till 50, and then once you do, you'll want to start finding pieces that fit your stats as much as possible, and then you enhance them down here, which you can just click navigate and it'll auto take you to it. And then to get legendary gear, you're gonna have to look into dungeons and roll the master difficulty. You can solo them. It's easy enough for master ones. I'm assuming you're gonna want players to help and actually do the mechanics. However, the bots are invincible. They just don't really help you much. They're more just doing the combat and the auto rotations. They sometimes handle mechanics, but not much. The handbook is something nice to come to. You get some free stuff. Get a bunch of these rewards for upgrades and monies and yeah, all this good stuff, which as you can see is opening up every day after the release. I started on day 3 and I caught up pretty quickly, so if you catch this when the video uploads, you should be able to get in before the next content drop, like during this season, and you should be able to catch up. It didn't take me very long to get to where I'm at now, and as you can see, I'm ahead of their schedule, so to speak. They thought it would take us players about a week, I'm assuming that's if we play a few hours a day. I played a little bit longer this season, luckily. Another thing to get into, you're gonna want to look for legendaries that have the exact 2 attributes, advanced attributes that you use, indicated by the thumbs up. And then you're going to enhance it to get a 3rd stat, which you're gonna want as your main stat that you're boosting. Mine will be crit, yours might be something else depending on your class or what you want to do with your build. I'm going a crit haste for just fast crits and activating my falcon more often. I want to let everyone know that I'm going to be starting a guild here. We're currently only 1 member, so I still need to crowdfund it to get the guild center so that we can meet up and do things in game, like content and whatnot. No weird stuff, no parasocial shit. We're just here to game. So if you want to do that, go ahead and join up if you feel like this game looks interesting or fun to you. My wife's gonna join me and play once we get our computers both set up. Help me get our buffs and I'll make sure we stay topped up and we'll get this guild going. It's only if anyone's interested. Go ahead and look for Mana Mafia. There's plenty of other features in this game that are really fun and interesting. I'm kind of lacking on showing everything because I want you to come and discover the game yourself. I still have about 30 minutes before this boss spawns, so I think I'm going to explain a bit more of what there is to do. There's random loot chests everywhere in the world, just scattered throughout. Think of like Breath of the Wild. Lots of random stuff everywhere. So exploration is very good in this game. As you can see, it's quite a big map. I'm just right here and you're only seeing all this. And there's plenty more around. It's not the largest map, but they plan to add more. And it does expand into the city and 4 other areas surrounding this main area. And it looks like there's room for possibly more game growth here. I'm hoping so. It's been quite a fun game. I don't think I'm gonna be able to show this boss unless I jump cut ahead to when it spawns, which I just might do. See you guys in 30 minutes, which will feel like 1 second to you. Alright, and this is a boss fight. This is what a world boss fight looks like. You still have to avoid mechanics to not take too much damage, especially if there's not a healer around or a big party. You can see the threat meter up at the top here. It will pick highest damage player first, unless there's a tank. Now hopefully we get lucky and get the boss soul. So I can finally craft him. Well, we'll be back. And this is what a dungeon will look like. There's many here. I'm just gonna do one of the ones that I favor the most. It's pretty simple. And what you want to go for eventually once you hit 13,000 ability score is the legendaries in master difficulty. And you can do them solo, which the game will give you bots to fill in your party members. Like I said before, these bots are okay. They will get the job done for the most part in Mastery 1. As long as you have a decent build. I'll show you what they look like in Mastery 2. Hope you enjoy.
諦めよ貴様らの罪ここでみそぎ落としてやろう 諦めよ貴様らの罪 ここでみそぎ落としてやろう。諦めよ、貴様らの罪。ここでみそぎ落としてやろう。
So it would seem you want to avoid the purple spiders with the red arrow and only hop on the blue spider. So as you can see, because you don't have a full team, you can't do that event. But if you had a team of players that actually did the mechanics, you would definitely be able to do that. Just wanted to show that to people. We're about to run out of time, so this is what happens when that happens. I wanted to leave the end of the dungeon for you guys to discover yourself, and there's plenty of others here, as well as more on the way, I'm sure. You get a sneak peek of some of these in your campaign run. Biggest thing I would mention for your quests is to just do the main quest until this, and that there's a couple of guide quests you'll want to do, but you don't have to finish your island, and you don't have to worry about these too much. If you don't want to, you can still do these without finishing the quests. World quests and region quests are seemingly optional completely. I haven't seen any rewards that were really like worth it. The XP doesn't matter at level 60, so event quests are pretty good. I would definitely be doing these. This is what you need to be doing the master dungeons for. These material submissions don't really matter too much, however you do get XP for your crafting stuff, so it might be worth doing. It's just gonna cost you some time to collect the materials or some Luno, which is this game's like gold. There is a trade system. It's been pretty nice. You can sell some things that you get. It's a little strange to figure out exactly what, but it has earned me a few 100,000 Luno. I've spent most of it on life skilling. But if you see these symbols, these mean on cooldown, but will be sellable eventually. This means sellable, which only some things are, some things aren't. And my best recommendation to do is go max and then drop at 1, and that'll sell fairly quickly. Alright, if you guys have any other questions or anything you want to say, whatever, leave it in the comments below. Be happy to help in your journey in this game. If I'm playing, go ahead and message me and see if you want to group up. We could run some dungeons or whatever. Hope you guys enjoy this game, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is probably going to be a little here and there with topics because I'm new to doing this sort of format of video, so we'll see how this goes and looks. But if you guys like this, leave a like and maybe subscribe for more videos like this in the future. Sorry about any audio problems. I'm still working out what the right settings are and whatnot. I'm in a new setup and situation, so everything's a bit different. But yeah, bear with me. Again, hope you guys like it, and I'll see you in the next video.